Our next performers, everyone ready? Keep the energy moving. Keep the cream waiting. We have got, oh my God, I love this girl. She's so great. I've known her for so many years. She's such a talent. Please welcome, Beth Dewey is the writer-director of Erasing Eden and author of the upcoming book, Unicorn Sex Party. Yeah. She is a comedy show virgin and a delicate flower. Please welcome Beth Dewey!
I'm nervous because I've never done anything like this. So if is this like illusion? What is this? Anyway, if I just become completely catatonic, just give me a moment. I'll come to. Okay, unicorn sex party. Why would anyone go to a sex party? Who does that? So there's this woman I know, and she's like frumpy, and she's grumpy, and she's got like frizzy hair, and she's just kind of given up. She's always alone, except for 14 cats. And I hate this woman. I mean, I hate her. I just loathe her. Like, she just like gets under my skin. I just hate her so much. I just feel like, just kill yourself already. I mean, seriously, just kill yourself. That woman was me. When I was married. This is funny because my ex is here. My husband and I separated, and 3 weeks later I was on Match.com to get into a serious relationship. And the dates were like job interviews. Like, yes, I'm here for the serious relationship. I'm qualified. Technically, I'm still married, but I'm ready. Really, no. So I guess, they kind of deemed me ineligible. They kind of like, they pulled my covers and they were like, yeah, no, you're ineligible for a serious relationship. So I'd been married for 10 years. And I'd lost that one thing, that I cherished so much. That one thing that meant like the world to me. And the one thing that I could always count on, the one thing that, just made me happy. And that thing was sex. I don't know what happens to women when they get older. I don't know. My friends, I'm like, what's up? They're like, oh, I just want a bone. I want a bone. That's it. Like, women my age just want a bone, right? Okay, so, unfortunately, when a marriage is on its way out, sometimes, when the sex leaves, you just kind of like, yeah, that's it. Like when the sex leaves, you kind of know it's over. It's kind of there's a drought, let's just say, okay? And so I was at the Korean spa, and I was getting a salt scrub, right? And the lady's scrubbing me, and I'm like, oh my God, it just feels so good to be touched. Just touching me. And I must have had hungry eyes because she threw a washcloth over my face. So I'm like, oh my God, this is pathetic. I have to do something. So I'm on Tinder. And my profile says I'm not looking for a relationship. And that's code for I want to be murdered. because I got some crazies, like just, like, hey, I got your phone number and I figured out where you live and I'm outside your house. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And so then one day I got this text message from a guy whose profile was simply a bicep. And Mr. Bicep had invited me to a sexy party. It's a pool party. There's swimming and sexiness, and I'm like, well, that sounds kind of good. And there's even security, so perfect, right? And so the security, hey, I won't be murdered. So boom, in my car, driving to the valley, going to the party. I call one of my BFFs. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. This is the address, for the cops. and I end up in suburbia. Like, it wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking it was gonna be like a porn compound, or So I end up in like suburbia with like McMansions, and I'm parking my Hyundai. And there's a guy, it's like super hot out, and there's a guy in a three-piece suit, like directing, like, backing me in, like, like all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, such an asshole, like, I know how to park my own car, and then like, I realize he's going to the same place I am. I'm like, great, that guy's going to this sexy party. And he just waltzes right in. He just walks right through, and they stop me, and they go, "Who are you here with?" I'm like, "Well, I'm alone. I've never been more alone." and they like, "Oh, alone." And so they wave me into the party. Apparently, I passed. I don't know. So I'm in there, and it's like going to your cousin's friend's barbecue. There's like people in swimming suits, right? And like one topless girl went down the water slide, and that was about like all the craziness. I saw. I'm like, where are people boning? Like, that's why I'm here. And they had a buffet. Like, who eats at a buffet at a sex party? That's so disgusting. Like, there's there's some like hot wings and some Cheetos and some finger foods. And then like, would you like some bean dip with your sodomy? So gross, right? So I'm just kind of like, oh my God, I'm lost, and I just feel awkward. And this sort of big girl comes up and she's like, oh, hi, come hang out with us, And I thought, oh, wonderful, I'd love that. And she's like, who are you here with? I'm like, okay, enough already. I'm alone. Girl, you're a unicorn. No women come to these parties by themselves. You're a unicorn. I'm like, woo, I'm a unicorn. So I was like, okay, well, this unicorn is going to go up to the bar and get a bottle of water. And so I get my bottle of water and I'm coming back and like, I'm like, my radar locks onto this couple. I'm like, they're pretty hot, right? And so I'm going to go over there and I'm going to introduce myself. And I had made up this fake name for myself, Sasha. So if I was drunk, I could be Slasha. So I got my fake name ready, and I go over and like, and my real name's Beth, and I go, hi, I'm Basasha. And I'm like, hi, Basasha. Come meet Basasha. Okay, so all night I was Basasha. And so I was like, oh, you guys look great, and oh, you're from Ventura County? Oh, cool. Oh, you've had 8 children? Wow. You look good, girl. awesome. Would I like to go to the jacuzzi with you? Why, yes, I would. So we went to the jacuzzi, and I was like, this is so great. This is like what I've been waiting for. And, it was more like a grotto than a jacuzzi. And I like stalagmites, and I don't know whatever. So we're in the grotto. And I'm like, this is so cool. And like the girls like, I was like, the girl's like this way, I'm hugging her like this, and blah, 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 blah. as you do. And then like, what's that thing on my back? Oh, it's her husband. And so, let's put this leg over here, and no, wait, put your leg over here. It was like a whole like twister game in there. And so, but still like we got it together, and it's like more like ooga. So awesome. I'm like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Where has this been all my life? This is amazing. And then I turn and I look, and the entire party is coming over to us like zombies. Oh my God, they're zombies, they're gonna touch us, they're gonna eat us. It's horrifying, they have hot wing sauce in their hands. I had to get out of there. And so I'm at the buffet, chowing down, because sex makes you hungry, and I just can't eat enough of that gross food. And then the three-piece suit guy comes up. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I realized he's the security guard, right? And I'm like, you're that guy. And then he's like, do you need me to show you out? And then he shows me this other wing of the house that I didn't even realize was there. It was like, had stripper poles and porno movies and lube and towels and condoms. I'm like, oh my God. And I realized that the party hadn't even started yet. That's when no one was boning. They were getting to know each other. This was so gross. Anyway. And so the couple walks me to my car, right? And they're like, well, are you gonna go to the club? And I'm like, there's a club? And so I got in my car and I started driving home, and what I realized is that, yes, I need to be touched. I need to have sex. It's primal, it's a basic human need, and I'm not ashamed to go out and get it as needed. And that is how this cat lady became a unicorn.